but would expect this to be the lethality specifically. There is also still the flex potential again here with the Rel. Varus Rel, very strong bot side with a ton of power. And there is the opportunity for Oner to go to swords, something like his lead. This is R5 counter pick opportunity though, and is it going to be the double marksman that
This is so funny because I was talking about that in Pick and Ban game number 1, how Carry was at first couple levels here, trying to chunk down Hong, who's been spotted, and
2 slows already coming through. The stun going to connect. The abduct forcing out the W start coming in from the Hong. Now walking away. That's the heal you mentioned at level 1. A little sooner than we expected, Chronicler, but just trying to zone the Rakan away. Get in there. Get your stuff just like Varus is getting in there right now because Hail of Blades, baby! Oh, you can't win a trade against it. That's the fun part.
Well, they saw that he had no blue buff, so Oner's just going to invade on the blue because that ward over by Raptors saw him. They know that he didn't go up towards that blue, so it's going to be the blue taken away, and Oner could potentially even get the Gromp as well and really get far ahead. And that Hawk shot, I do believe, actually spotted them. Yeah, you can see the pings over on Tarzan there. So that's the angle. When you get the push here, it's so easy to get that. You can't really contest for that Scuttle. So it could be invade, 2 camps taken away, and Scout maybe
Instead,
even...
the gank looking to force. Stun comes out on the Shattering Strike, just a bit of pork. TP back to lane. Potential window here to try to capitalize on. Faker still has the flash available. The healing as well. Can he find a target? He's going to flash back under the tower. Shock blast there. Faker making it out to safety. Scout now looking to follow up the healing, now coming in, trying to find the 1-for-1, but Scout will stand strong, getting the kill onto Faker in the mid lane.
Oner, though, does spot Scout.
Mounted up. The sapling going to slow him down enough that Scout can't escape. TP now coming in, though.
Because Scout had already committed his TP
pump, where once you lose control, you're in trouble, but if you
don't... massive damage! The escape barely coming through there.
That was really close, and one hit 6 and the jungler shows up and you get flashed on and you're both dead. Well, there goes your lead, right?
It does have 6 and ultimate. Guma waiting over the wall. 1 second left on the Chain of Corruption. Has it now.
Health bar's already pretty low here, 41.
Look at Tarzan. He wants to get a really good angle for the Maokai ult. He's trying to set it up because Hong doesn't have 6, so he needs to be the one to start off that engage.
Getting fully to the play, especially because with Tarzan and Zika still posturing this aggressively, T1 haven't really caught...
And this is a situation where T1 stepping up can be highly risky. The TP, they've called the play out, they've sniffed it out. They see Tarzan. Gala shredding through 2 plates, but what else will T1 be able to get? Abscond forward, abduct the arrow, hitting! Gala going to be able to walk away from now. Maokai ult stopping the play in its tracks, but T1 holding on.
And again, I think this is a must-get. This Dragon, 4-T1 Tarzan!
Tarzan in trouble, stolen. Maokai ultimate, leaping back, pushed away by the Dragon. Getting a little pushback.
To get that side lane advantage of Zika.
Step forward, the combo coming through, the abduction of the Kitty Cats, once again forcing out the flash. The snare will connect, but there is no follow-up there. Instead, the Herald immediately going to get dropped. T1 now looking to grab 2 plates here. Flash in though, Oner's not happy with just 2 plates. Scout now going to be in trouble, but they can't quite find the damage. Faker going forward, looking for a bit of revenge. After the first tower dive, he will find the kill on the Scout as the Herald crashes.
Gets out, and they get the plates with the crash.
Hung now stepping in, the flash away, the flash to safety, the slows, big. Guma locked down, should get taken out here. Chains of Corruption going wide, he will not be able to get anything back. Crucial kill over to Gala.
Such big leads consistently. It's this bot side counter picks as Zeus goes in on Tarzan.
Tarzan comes through with the twisted advance. Zeus getting lower and lower. We're going to try to burn through Hex Trigger. Is it going to be enough? Flash out to safety. On the backside, Guma managing to land the ultimate. A little bit of follow-up damage. Zeus coming back in for the extra healing. Double TP now going in. Faker is there. Lockdown come in, and Zika's going to try to find one. Faker is towing away the ultimate. That's the needlework coming out. LNG being pushed back by the side of T1. Faker's stolen Maokai ultimate.
Wilson is incredibly low.
Area stepping a little bit too far here, but still has the flash.
A soul is a soul, and flat move speed is always valuable.
And a downtown arrow might be enough to get Faker in here. Scout with this much upfront CC, with this much engage potential. Hong not quite going to connect onto Faker there. Second Herald stolen away.
Outer turrets for a lot longer. And T1 also possibly could have leveraged the pressure that the Herald provides into then an advantage in the event.
Herald is utilized mid lane. It should get the charge. Is it going to get the charge? Not quite. The Matador in the eyes of the bull. That one, Faker off to the side, Hung now caught out. Arrow is going to connect, but not onto a priority target. LNG, will they look for the re-engage?
No engage at all, though. Like, look where he's playing. He's almost like trying to mark Zeus, but he needs to get the backline. They're going to go.
Flash in. Oner Gala manages to make it out safety. Isolated for now. Looking for Zeus over the wall. Zeus on the backline. But Gala forced to safety. Chakrams stacked. Zeus can't find the angle, but the shutdown coming through for Faker. T1 taking the fight anyway. Gala looked good, but Gala did not matter.
In for Scout as well. And LNG are trying to force this response through bot, trying to keep Zeus around. and keep this opportunity for a multi-prong attack, but it's T1 who looks like they want to preempt the play.
Oner now stepping in, getting forced backwards. LNG not quite able to secure the blue buff there. Oner using one of the smite charges to get it. Gala trying to force the issue, force the fight here. T1 has to be careful about not grouping for the Infernum ultimate.
Oner a little bit chunked here, and Hong's looking for that angle. They're going to try to pinch Zeus.
Dragon resetting a little bit here. Both sides backing away. It's just a battle of poke. Both sides hoping to bait the other one into pressing the trigger. The charm now coming through. Will it be enough to lock down Zeus? No is the answer. Scout given to the Aatrox as tribute, and now Gala's in trouble. T1 coming alive. They see the window of opportunity. They see the weakness in the armor of LNG, and they tear it asunder. There is no room left in the fight. T1 will take everything they want in this game too. Hong, a last desperate effort, but the TP's coming mid. I mean, that's going to be game.
They're going to go for the end. T1 put LNG in a lose-lose position. You have to contest.
Lenses and things like that are going to keep you relatively safe from it. The engage options are really, really poor, I do think, for LNG. For LNG, I think the early game is going to become so incredibly important. They're going to have to be able...
A miraculous turnaround as we go through the series.
Yeah, come on, you already got 3. Don't get greedy.
Yeah. Anyway.
What their team wants to do.
That just sounded like the most hello, fellow kids.
Hello, fellow kids.
Hey, kids, if you'd like to keck along with the rest of us.
I'm in my 30s. Could you tell? Haha.
Anyway.
I don't really have a response to this, guys. I'm very sorry. You had to ban Ashe every single time as Tarzan and Oner are going to meet.
Walking in face to face. Sustained damage. Neither side has that much, but right now a lot of damage coming in for Tarzan. Oner now just going to zoom his way out to safety. That's the phase rush proccing. Buckler coming in. Both sides squaring up with the big old golem here. Flash in, wall bang, first blood! Oner living up to his name!
Oner plays it out perfectly, gets the aggro back on a Tarzan.
Does he get the blue?
And he's gonna get the blue as well. As Tarzan retreats.
On this roster, Zeus
stepping in, lots of damage. Zika now forced to flash out to safety. Zeus holding on for now. Hex Flash coming in, Poppy gonna try and save the day. Buckler goes in, a little bit of a slow going through. Zeus needs to be careful here, can't walk too far forward, but Oner just continuing to harass. The E flashed away from Oner everywhere he needs to be. Bottom side, Oner trying to work with a little bit of space. Hong has no mana. Gala finds the initial route, the follow-up. Good damage coming through from Gala. Potential, an opportunity to turn, but Oner sticking right on top of him. Phase rush now procced. Oner just going to zoom his little butt out.
If he stays up trading there, he's going to get scooped back, and he's likely going to be dead. So T1 going to use out a great ball delivery system. There's no easy pairing. He doesn't have the Rakan. He doesn't have the will to play Ghost, when generally against Renata, you always have to play
6.
Tarzan looking down here on the bottom side. Good initial damage. Nice pull back on the shockwave. Guma still standing for now. The bailout will buy enough time for them to get one kill back. Tarzan still standing, and that means Guma will fall. LNG find an angle on bottom side, but here comes the hostile takeover. Faker knocking 2, but the tower, it does not fire back. Oner does not have the angle to fall upon the Gala. He will just barely be able to find a Gala now, trying to make it out to safety. T1 need to get a kill back and return. Gala goes up. Gala goes down, but for now he is still standing. Finding the dissonance. Finding the speed up. Gala making it out, and hope sparks anew for the
return player from Tarzan.
Rinse and repeat, finding the lineup, finding the angle, instant damage coming through Felios. They can get the root as well if they can find the mark, but nice counter punch coming in from Guma, using the ult to stop the play in its tracks. Gala continuing to step up. Desperate to get a little bit more here, but has to be careful. The mark now coming through. Var is good damage. Guma wants to finish it, and he gets it! Absolutely outplayed in the 1v1. Guma finds the kill.
Too little, it's going to be too late, so it's about the fight if it's about anything.
On to Guma. Follow-up is there. Oner not going to connect. Zik on the backside. Hostile takeover is clean, and again, there's no cleanse available for Gala. It stops the play for now. Zika trying to find one. Oner surely should fall here. Still standing because of the bailout, but he will eventually die. Have to be careful. Carry and Guma continuing to back up. 3 seconds left on Guma Yushi's ultimate.
There's no TPs.
Not without Iberis. Cannot one-shot the wave.
Look at the Hex Gate. Faker's on his way.
Ulti available for Tarzan in just a couple of seconds here. Counting down, ticking away.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Faker going to try to cover early ult to try to make it out safety. T1 backing off. Are they going to kill? LNG linger for a bit too long, not respecting the burst. And here comes Faker. Tarzan getting shredded by the soldier. One more is going to do it. The Emperor of Shurima finding the double.
Tarzan has been on the back foot right from the get-go, allowing Zeus to play basically an isolated 1v1, which with the Jace,
Faker
he's always going to win.
In the darkness, coming through, the pushback onto Zeus to the skies, dumped down at T1. Scout buying a bit more time, but now again the follow-up, the steadfast presence, and who is steadfast if not T1 in the face of elimination?
This early on is Tarzan.
Tarzan That's your side of the rift, Zeus. Backing away, Gala off to the side. He can root up 2. Follow-up autos there, Roots. No, this buying a bit more time with the hostile takeover. Now they're autoing each other. They're just killing each other. LNG, the fight instantly turned to beautiful from Keria, but Scout can't get the damage. It is not enough.
T1 are going to keep the chase going. Faker's going to take the push in that Herald and go for 2 towers off of the play. And off of the delay there from T1, they get a kill. They take 2 towers. They're going to get a 3rd charge mid as well.
And they got the Hextech Drake with all that going on as well. Soul point again.
Been so bulletproof in their advancement of the game.
Down Keria overstaying. Will get cut down here. Not quite enough life.
You can't even get the Your year is on the line right here, right now. How do they get in?
Can they make it work? Tarzan stepping forward, frontlining. The handshake pulls them back. The Baron already gone. There's no fight left. And still, Owner goes in, finds the knockup on 2. Zika in the back. Hostile takeover. Shockwave there. Hostile takeover, a little bit of damage here. Faker off to the side. Owner backing away. Just the tier 1 and the objective bounty taken.
This is a 5 versus 4. Zeus is just pushing in the top side of the map. That's their most fat member. He's not
giving him the space to become the player that he wants to be, to become greater, as now Faker breaking in the mid lane. Again, Tarzan can fish for the pick. They might be able to find it here. Can they get Faker down? The pushback's still there. Faker trying to slide, trying to glide out to safety. The root is there. The damage follow-up is not, however. Keria, the flash in, the handshake onto Scout. You will not take his mid laner.
Zir with Nashers and a monster fat Jace.
And Zeus, full confidence play. There's no reason he needs to do that, but he does it anyway.
Zeus puts Zika 6 feet under, and he's looking to see.
T1, it doesn't look like the pressure's getting him whatsoever.
Feels like a victory march down the mid lane. Inhibitor knocked down. Again, T1 taking their time. Don't need to overcommit. They have the waves on their side. They have the soul on their side. The gold lead, every advantage they could want. No reason to risk anything. It is slow, it is steady, it is controlled, it is massive damage. Gala firing back with the Inferno multi just to generate a little bit of space, but Scout getting chunks down. Don't even need a wave, just tearing through the tower. Excuse me. Hope dwindling. JDG on the minds of T1 looking ahead to the semifinals.
Zeus just isn't missing. It's ridiculous. It's like 20 shock blasts in a row that this guy has hit. He's monster fed. And he is just having them downloaded.
Connected down to the wall. Zeus firing up with so much damage. Down goes Zika. The pushback is massive. Gala knocked out at T1. Eyes on the prize.
And it's the God of Thunder. He loves his lightning champions, and Jace was always his most iconic. And in this final game, Zeus shows why he still pulls it out.
Final push now, LNG, one last desperate hold, but they've got nothing left. And even as every other LCK team falls away, Faker stays standing. T1 stays standing. The last light of the LCK burns bright, and Busan as they head to the semifinals.